thinking about those sort of worst case scenarios, what do you make of those prospects and whether the U.S. has options to stop them?
The prospects are terrible. The Taliban carried out a series of targeted assassinations. Last year, they killed over 100 doctors, humanitarian workers, and journalists, Afghan women rights activists. It is right to pull out U.S. troops, but it's also right to vastly increase the number of visas we're going to give to those Afghans who, fought shoulder to shoulder with American forces. My friends who are journalists, Tahir, the Afghan journalist who saved my life, he's out of Afghanistan, but all of his relatives aren't. So I have many Afghan friends who are terrified. So the right thing to do is to get them to the United States to help our allies. 150,000 Afghans have died since 2001. 40,000 of them are civilians. That's compared to 2,500 Americans. So those Afghans who fought alongside American troops, we need to help them get out while they can.
Do you have confidence that the U.S. government can do that? I know that in the aftermath of the U.S. leaving Iraq and then ultimately somewhat redeploying to Iraq with the rise of ISIS, Iraq and Afghanistan veteran service members advocated fiercely and relentlessly that Iraqis who had helped the U.S. in that conflict should get visas and should be brought home and their families should be protected and American promises to them should be upheld. Did we learn anything from any of the failures to do that in Iraq that makes you have any confidence that the U.S. government might be better on this score toward the Afghans who helped us as we try to do this now?
I don't have much confidence. There was sort of a, long-running Islamophobia in this country. We can bring Afghans here. We can vet them safely. The vast majority of them that come here are peaceful. And I would call on the Biden administration. This is a bold move by President Biden. I applaud it. He needs to show how our immigration system can work. He needs to vastly increase the number of Afghans that are allowed to come here in these very few months that exist. He needs to vet them. And I think that's his responsibility. We cannot just walk away from this. It's a dangerous situation. It could be, like you said, the Islamic State, after U.S. troops pulled out of Iraq, they took control of much of Iraq. And U.S. troops could be back in 6 months. But I do think this is the right step. But we must help get our Afghan allies out of the country.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.